Hi boys and girls, this is Miss Saliga. Today we're going to be hearing the story, The Day the Monster Came to School. Our objective with our story today is that by the end of the class, we will be able to identify the inappropriate behaviors that were demonstrated in order to discuss why having rules are important during the school day. Now, boys and girls, please put on your listening ears as our story begins. When Andy got on the bus for the first day of school, he saw a monster and was very surprised. He did not know that monsters were allowed to go to school. But there the monster was. It was making all kinds of noise and would not sit down. It climbed on the seats and put its head out the window. It took up so much room that Andy had no place to sit. Wow, that monster is noisy. I bet it isn't even supposed to be here, Andy whispered to Heather. But Andy's teacher was not at all surprised to see the monster enter the classroom. It pushed ahead of everyone and had a hard time following the directions during class time. When it was time to go outside for recess, everyone stood up and walked to the door. Everyone except the monster. It ran out the door without waiting for directions. Outside, the monster continued to behave like a monster. It pushed some children and took toys from others. It climbed up the slide the wrong way and sat at the top so no one else could slide down. Later, when it was time to paint, the monster ran around the room, painting big black lines on the children's paintings. At rest time, the monster laughed and talked and poked the children. "Come here," said the teacher. He was finally very angry. "You are a real monster. Monsters are not allowed in school. Go away and never come back." And do you know what happened? The monster burst into tears. Everyone was astonished. "I'm sorry," cried the monster. "I've never been to school before. I don't know. It was against the rules to shout and run and push or grab or throw things. Please don't tell me I can't come back. I like school and will try to learn if you will help me." The teacher asked the children what they thought. The children decided to make a list of rules. They would let the monster stay if it followed the rules. The monster promised he would try his best. After listening to our story, please turn and do a knee-to-knee conference. Discuss what rules our monster friend needs to learn so he can be successful in class. Also discuss why it was important for our monster to learn these rules. You all have been an excellent listeners. As I now turn it over to the teacher so you can come together as a class to share out our monster's behavior and the importance in having rules.